Hello, and welcome to Elle Speaks Reality. I'm Elle, E-L-L-E. I'm new to YouTube, and I want to start giving commentary on reality TV and hot topics in the media. Please like the video, subscribe, and turn on your notifications for when I drop new content. If you enjoy the content, please let your friends know or share the video. Everything I say in this video is in my opinion and it is alleged. Nothing I say is factual, only my opinion. So today I want to talk about a scene from Love and Marriage Huntsville. One with Maurice and Martell Holt at the Fletcher's vow renewal. Martell and Maurice are having a conversation about the lack of relationship between Martell and Melody. Martell says that it bothers him that him and Melody don't talk. He says that if it wasn't for the kids, that it wouldn't bother him so much. Now, historically, every time Martell expresses a yearning to be with Melody, somehow he always loops the conversation back to the kids. He'd say he wanted to be in the same house for the kids, or the reason he wanted to remain married was for the kids. He never says, I miss Melody, I love Melody, I want a better relationship with Melody, without it somehow reverting back to the kids. In my opinion, it totally diminishes the worth of the woman. If you look back at the history of Melody and Martell and their relationship, Melody was always helping and giving to Martell. Old clips surfaced of Martell saying that Melody helped him get back into college and even finish college. Once married, they looked like the picture-perfect marriage. But not only that, they became a team. They started building, they started doing property preservation, they started doing all of these things together. Now, we all knew about the cheating, but I believe that back then that Martell really loved Melody. It just makes me think that he should have more regard for her besides only acknowledging the kids. Melody seems to be the total package. Outwardly, she's beautiful. She seems to be spiritually sound. So it makes me question, what man doesn't want a woman that can get a prayer through to God? What man doesn't want a woman with a covering from God? She's motivated and hardworking. If you look at Melody right now, she's building her own legacy alone. But it's my belief that she wanted a legacy with Martell. Holt and Hope, they were the team. Some women are assets to a man, and some women are nothing other than bills. But every woman deserves to be loved and respected for being a woman first. Yes, she birthed 4 beautiful children, and they are blessings, but her worth should be celebrated. Martell needs to realize that he lost the best thing that could have ever happened to him. He may not ever speak those words to anyone, but deep down inside, he knows. It may never be possible to have any sort of relationship with Melody again, but he can learn to respect her. He can tell his kids that their mother's worth is far greater than any temporary satisfaction or happiness that he was chasing. He can take accountability, and he could, most importantly, shut out the outside noise. The noise from his so-called friends, like the Scotts. In my opinion, the Scotts saw the bond that Melody and Martell had, and they took pride and joy in destroying that. It's something that they never had, something they could never have, and they made sure that they got those people to a place to where they no longer have a bond and they are where they are now. They put things in his ear to make him feel a certain way about Melody. And it worked. It did work. Also, his child's mother. Now, I think the damage is done. I think there's a child here and there's no going back on that. And I don't think Melody would ever accept that. But as adults, he could sit his child's mother down and say, what we did was wrong. What I did was wrong. And Melody did not deserve that. She did not deserve me chasing temporary things with you. And I was wrong for what I did with you. He could tell his child's mother, I used you to basically torment my wife. And that was not fair to you either. And if she's a real woman, she can accept that and say, okay, I played my part in it. And neither one of us should punish Melody for being in the position we're in now, because she didn't choose it. We chose it. But ultimately, he could have more respect for Melody by putting his child's mother in her place. Also, the TV production. He could say to production, I am not going to go against my kid's mother. We may not be together. We may not be married, but her best interest will always be my best interest. I will never put her in a position to be disrespected by me. And also the outside world. The people who get in the comments who say this and that about Melody, who've never met Melody a day in their lives. But he knows that woman. He knows her worth. So it would be better for him to just shut out the outside noise. I'm not saying Melody is perfect, but I am saying she's worth it. I believe she's worth it. Remember when Martell told Miss Marlene on camera that he was getting a divorce and she cried? Miss Marlene knew that he was making the biggest mistake of his life. As a woman, we're able to look at other women and see their worth. A lot of times we may not acknowledge it, but you know when a woman is worth something, and you know the ones that are not. And Miss Marlene knew. She knew. And I'm positive that she probably had many conversations with him outside of those cameras, telling him. He just didn't listen. Martell, it's never too late to do right in your children's eyes. Judge Lynn Toller from Divorce Court always says that a kid's foundation depends on the mental state of their mother. You cannot tear down your child's mother and think that your kids will have this great life that you think they deserve. It just doesn't work that way. You take their foundation. You take every ounce of attention that mother could be paying her children. You take that and turn it into something to where she's trying to rebuild herself. Melody has done a great job of taking care of her mental state and self-care. It's one of those things where she took her happiness out of his hands and she's running with it. And I am just overjoyed to see it. But that's all I have on this situation. I just want to give my thoughts on it. Please give me your thoughts in the comments. If you like this commentary, please come back. I'll try to drop videos as much as possible. But until then, see you guys. Don't forget to hit like, turn your notifications on, and subscribe to EL Speaks Reality. Bye.